Good evening and welcome. Today we're exploring a lesser-known moment in Indian history, when Indira Gandhi's government's aides pushed for a presidential system, centralizing power and sidelining other institutions. Joining us is political historian Dr. Sanjay Verma. Dr. Verma, could you tell us about the context behind this push for a presidential system in India?
Thank you for having me. The early 1970s, especially during and after the emergency, 1975 to 77, were turbulent for Indian democracy. With rising dissent, rampant strikes, and judicial activism, certain aides around Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, including P.N. Haksar and others, felt the parliamentary system was too unwieldy for rapid reforms. They explored the idea of a presidential system, which would have vested most executive authority in the president, essentially centralizing power in the hands of the prime minister.
That's fascinating. What exactly did these proposals entail, and how would they have altered the balance of power between the executive, judiciary, and the parliament?
The core idea was to remove the separation of executive and legislature that's intrinsic to the parliamentary system. Instead, power would concentrate with the president, reducing the parliament's role in governance. The courts would also have had less capacity to review executive actions, undermining checks and balances. This model was seen by some as a way to enable decisive governance, but critics warned it would have endangered India's democracy.
Why didn't this move succeed in the end?
There were multiple reasons. The idea met with strong resistance from politicians across the spectrum, the judiciary, and civil society. The deep-rooted commitment to parliamentary democracy, inherited from the British system, was hard to uproot. Additionally, the excesses of the emergency period, including press censorship and mass arrests, soured public opinion against further centralization of power. By the end of the 1970s, the political tide turned, and parliamentary democracy was reaffirmed.
Do these proposals still have any influence on political debates in India today?
Occasionally, in times of political instability, you'll hear debates about the efficiency of India's system. Some argue for stronger executive power, citing policy paralysis. Yet, memories of those emergency-era proposals and the value of checks and balances continue to shape India's preference for the parliamentary system. The episode remains a cautionary tale about the dangers of concentrating too much power in too few hands.
Thank you, Dr. Verma, for these insights into a nearly forgotten but hugely significant chapter of our constitutional history.